distant located patients, and the author comes from Greece, Ioannis Katsiangakilidis.
Yes. No, sorry for that. I don't see. Can you help me here? I don't see my name.
Have you seen it in the speakers check-in?
I'd like to thank the organizing committee for acceptance of our work. As we are aware, the financial crisis had a huge impact on national health system and on the life of patients in general, especially for those located far away from the hospital or in remote islands. Coming to the hospital, commuting is difficult and expensive. For this, we created a remote-controlled slit lamp, which had to be low cost for two reasons. First, was funded by our own money, and secondly, had to be implemented on a national health system. This was not the first effort for such a device, but it was a low-cost effort. So we purchased a used slit lamp from eBay. The required hardware to motorize the slit lamp, and in the current phase of construction, we only motorized 3 axes, that is back and forth for focus, left and right, and the slit angulation. We used only one device to capture and stream the video, and it was an Apple iPhone 4S with an advanced optics adapter. And the overall setup was made over internet with a 4G connection. We used 2 different protocols to stream the video. We used Apple FaceTime and Skype HD. Both of those protocols automatically downgrade video quality when there is not enough bandwidth. €5, plus you need €60 each month for the 2 mobile internet connections. Sensitivity at this stage of construction was not evaluated because we think it will be unfair for the machine at this stage. We know that sensitivity depends on video quality because this is what the doctor sees, and video quality depends on bandwidth. There is a contract in all internet connection, it's called quality of service. That means when you buy an internet connection, for example 24K, none of us will have a 24K connection. All the bandwidth increase depending on the traffic. Quality of service means that when you buy a connection of 24K, for example, is 24K all of the time, and there are not any mobile internet connections with quality of service in the whole of Europe. What we were anxious to see was the latency, because you stream video, but you have to control the slit lamp with the video you get, so there is a time difference. With great pleasure we saw that latency is not a problem. The doctor feels the examination and compensates for the delays. Cable or Ethernet connections are more stable and provide higher quality video, but require infrastructure, and they have a cost. The preliminary data are very promising. For this reason, we continue to develop the slit lamp, and we are planning to control also the slit width and height, to control the luminosity and magnification without a significant increase on the cost. Those are some samples of examination of patients. You see a corneal erosion, a control for PCO, a cataract, and a normal eye. So we think that remote control tele-examination is possible and can provide specialized eye care services to rural areas, islands, decreasing commuting and financial burden for the patients, and we are working on that. Thank you very much. We are unaware of previous reports of this procedure and could find no reference to it in PubMed, Medline or Google. So the basic idea was, can you have the patient watching a film from his fellow eye during a cataract surgery? Can you maintain the eye position of the operated eye by fixating the fellow eye with a small monitor? Will the patient like that? So until now we drape the patient, we prepare them and we put them under the microscope and we instruct them to look at the light. With this one we tell them to look at the monitor. Having two different images on the two eyes caused the binocular rivalry phenomenon. We know that attention prolongs dominance duration in binocular rivalry, so just by saying to the patient, look at the monitor, prolongs the perception time. Also this is valid for complex images and for object-based attention, like as faces. So we took a head-mounted display. Those were in trend in the 90s for the Wall Street and in the USA Army. Will be back in trend as Google prepares to launch the Google Glasses. And there is a very nice paper from Eli Pelly from Harvard Medical School back in the 90s describing the visual issues of the use of a head-mounted display. We had to do some modifications because the headset type of the head-mounted display was not stable, so we changed that with a gooseneck